¿Y de tu relación con Pau, your Paul's relationship?
We're like brothers. I mean, we're very, very close, and you know, I'm very happy for him that he's playing well. You know, I mean, and we're very, very tight, so it's a little tough to compete against.
Uncle Pau. That's how the daughters of the one and only late great Kobe Bryant refer to their father's best friend, Pau Gasol. Kobe and Pau shared 7 seasons together, marked by 3 straight trips to the finals, 2 championships, and a bond matched by few others in NBA history. Kobe never let personal relationships get in the way of winning.
It doesn't matter who I play, I'm playing you, bust your ass. It doesn't matter.
The best example of that came in the 2008 Olympics, where the 2 brothers by choice would go head-to-head for the Olympic gold medal. This is the game where Kobe would destroy Pau Gasol. Let's first cover how this whole situation came to be. It's 2008. The Shaq and Kobe partnership that led to a three-peat is a distant memory. The Lakers haven't been to the finals in years, and Kobe is restless. With less than 3 weeks before the trade deadline, the Lakers pulled off a massive trade with the Memphis Grizzlies for Pau Gasol, and the league went up in flames. Why? Well, everyone thought that the Lakers had just committed highway robbery. Here's the full trade. Pau Gasol for Kwame Brown, Aaron McKee, Javaris Crittenton, draft rights to Pau's brother Mark, and 2 first-rounders. Mark was just a second-round pick, and nobody saw him as anything more than a role player. As for the rest of the names involved, I can't really blame you if your first thought was, who are these guys? Although you probably know Kwame Brown, but not for anything good. This was the start of the new era for the Los Angeles Lakers, and Kobe knew it. He sent a midnight text to Pau saying, "Welcome to the team, I'm happy you're here. Let's go win a championship together." In the business, we call this foreshadowing. Kobe was tough on all his teammates, and that was especially true with Pau. Kobe knew that Pau had talent, but he wanted to ensure that Pau had the mentality needed to win the title alongside. Gasol was already a star, but he lacked deep playoff experience, and Kobe wanted to win now. So instead of buckling under Kobe's pressure, Pau earned Kobe's respect, and the two quickly became close friends. Kobe's childhood experiences in Italy made it easier for him to relate to a European like Pau, who wasn't a typical basketball fanatic. Gasol had a deep love for art and culture, especially the opera, so the two would eventually make a pact. Kobe told Pau, "Send me your sons and I'll teach them how to be tough, to fight, to work and go for it." Continuing with, "I'll send you my daughters so you can teach them about culture, awareness, things like that." The 2024 edition of Team USA has a chip on their shoulder because of Noah Lyles, who won gold in Paris by the way, and his viral quote of "World Champions of White." But the chip carried by 2008's Team USA was on a whole nother level. They were not the Dream Team, they were the Redeem Team, because the Dream Team had become a nightmare in 2004. Despite a roster full of premier NBA talent headlined by LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, Carmelo Anthony, and Tim Duncan, USA barely got the bronze medal. The first warning sign came before the Olympics when Italy blew the US out by 17 points in an exhibition game. If that wasn't bad enough, their first group stage game against Puerto Rico finished with a 19-point loss. This is the single largest Olympic defeat for Team USA, and this loss would snap a 24-game Olympic win streak since 1992. USA also lost to Lithuania to finish the group stage with a 3-2 record. That was good enough to advance, but Argentina was too much to handle in the semifinal game. Gold was no longer within reach, but the US managed to avoid further embarrassment with a revenge victory against Lithuania in the bronze medal game. Team USA had to make a statement in 2008. Kobe wasn't a part of the 2004 team for reasons that would probably need a video of their own, but there was no way he would be left off of the Redeem Team. It was a whole new outfit compared to 2004, featuring heavy-hitting additions like Dwight Howard, Chris Bosh, Jason Kidd, and Chris Paul. Only 4 Nightmare team players returned: LeBron, Wade, Carmelo, and Carlos Boozer. Regardless of the old and new faces, there was no question about it. The Redeem Team was Kobe's team, and they came out swinging. They finished group play with a perfect 5-0 record. The average margin of victory was 32 points, and that included some solid competition like Greece and Spain. Australia was no match in the quarterfinal game, which Team USA won 116-85. The semifinal game was an opportunity to slay some old demons, as USA once again faced Argentina, the team that knocked them out 4 years ago. The tables were turned this time, with USA winning 101-81. The Redeem Team went to the finals without dropping a single game. On the other end of the bracket, Spain was on a run of their own. They finished second in group play with a 4-1 record, their only loss coming against USA. They barreled through Croatia in the quarterfinals and punched their ticket to the finals by beating Lithuania by 5 points in the semifinals. Spain was always a threat in international competition, and this year was no different. Their squad featured players like Ricky Rubio, Marc Gasol, Rudy Fernandez, Juan Carlos Navarro, and of course Kobe's new brother, Pau Gasol. Kobe told a Spanish reporter that he and Pau were very tight, and that it would be a little tough to play against him, but Kobe had no room for sentimentality. Instead, he decided decided that he would destroy Pau Gasol and send a clear message to the entire Spanish squad. Shortly before the game, Kobe visited Pau and the rest of the Spanish team, supposedly to say hello, but Pau believed it was part of Kobe's mental game.
Right before the game, Kobe came to see me when they came to visit the village. I remember that very clearly and vividly. My big brother came to see me with my teammates, and I believe, that might have been part of his strategy to kind of soften me up.
He was probably right. Right before tip-off, Kobe told his USA teammates that he was going to set the tone early, saying, "First play of the game, I know what they're gonna run. Pau is gonna be the last screen, and I'm running through that motherfucker." Most Team USA players called BS, not believing that Kobe would do something like that to a teammate that he's very close with. But lo and behold, Spain ran the exact play Kobe said they would early in the first quarter. Pau was the last screen, and Kobe ran right through him. Obviously, the refs called a foul, but it didn't matter. The message was out there. I play with him. We are close, but I don't care about anything else than winning. And the message was intended for both the Spanish team and Kobe's USA teammates. None of the US players could believe it, but it was loud and clear. LeBron described what Team USA was thinking after seeing Kobe do that, saying, "Oh, ain't no way we're losing this game. We about to beat the out of Spain."
It was like, oh, ain't no way we losing this game. We about to beat the shit out of Spain.
The game started off with both teams trading buckets. Pau scored the first 2 times for Spain, but Kobe got involved early as well. He knew that their group stage win over Spain was meaningless right now, and the entire team had to bring their A game to get the gold. He tried to get others going early, assisting Melo for his first points of the game. Unfortunately, he fouled Juan Carlos Navarro on a deep 3 just 4 minutes into the game, so he had to sit with 2 fouls. LeBron also had 2, so he had to sit as well. Spain had the lead early, and D Wade was willing the US team through the first quarter with 13 points. US bigs had no answer for Pau on the other end, and both teams were locked in on offense. The US was up 38-31 after the first quarter. That's insane by NBA standards, let alone the Olympics with its 10-minute quarters. Spain understood they couldn't keep up with the Americans in man-to-man coverage, so they went into a zone. Kobe, who came back in for the second quarter, quickly punished them with a 3. He ran a one-man fast break on the next play and got a dunk. The entire Spanish bench was up in arms calling for a travel, but the ref stayed silent, and the US was up by 12 at this point. Spanish bigs were outperforming the US bigs, but the US wings were making up for that. The Kobe and Melo connection led to another open 3 and a 13-point US lead. Wade continued carrying the US offense in the first half, and Kobe was doing most of his damage on defense. Another quarter of insane scoring was in the books, and the US was up by just 8 points at the half. The game was very physical, and the refs were allowing it. This suited Spain, who got within 4 points in the third. Kobe continued making plays for his teammates against the Spanish zone, and the gap widened to 9 points by the end of the third quarter. The fourth quarter got underway, and Kobe flipped the switch, blocking Navarro's jumper. Spain fought on, cutting the US lead to just 2 points and forcing Coach K to call a timeout. If there was ever a time for Kobe to take over, this was it. He hit a tough shot on the very next play and assisted Darren Williams for the 3 on the play after. The US squad understood the assignment, and they started feeding Kobe, who sliced the defense and got Dwight Howard an easy dunk. The lead was back up to 9. Fernandez, who powered Spain in the final quarter, hit a 3, but Kobe responded with a 3 of his own. Fernandez once again galvanized the Spanish team with an and-one poster dunk on Dwight Howard. Kobe made a huge defensive play, blocking a Pau Gasol alley-oop dunk from behind. With 3 minutes and change remaining and the US up by just 5, Kobe took over the offensive reins once again, hitting a 4-point play and fouling out Rudy Fernandez. This play may very well have decided the game, but the job wasn't done. Kobe capped off his insane fourth quarter with a runner and a pair of free throws. The Redeem team had capped off their mission with a 118-107 victory. Kobe completed his statement win against Pau Gasol with 20 points, 6 assists, 3 rebounds, and 2 blocks in 27 minutes. He led the team in both assists and blocks, and his 20 points were second only to Dwayne Wade and his insane shooting in that game. Kobe did exactly what he promised. He went right through Pau Gasol and maintained that same energy all the way to the gold medal. Pau held no grudges. He knew Kobe had just put in an all-time great performance, and the two would win back-to-back NBA championships right after the Olympics. What do you think? Did the Olympic showdown give Kobe and Pau the push they needed to become champions together? Let us know in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video.